You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Foldable laptops are better than foldable phones. Like, there's no way around it.
And I'm just gonna say I think that foldable phones are better than foldable laptops. So
And that's
it's a tough one.
that's where you're lacking. It's not okay. So hear me out. All right. So foldable laptops, they have the possibility and the function of a tablet as well as a laptop. And right now in a space where tablets and laptops are so, I guess, intertwined and they're very much fighting for the same type of space, I think that foldable laptops are such a diverse and like very variable piece of technology you can carry with you. I feel it's so nice to have something with that much versatility in it versus a phone where you don't need a tablet and a phone. Your phone's for calling, social media, and the odd media consumption hour, but like your laptop is where you end up going for most of it.
Here's the counter to that, though. I think like the compromises with a foldable laptop right now, if we look at like the Lenovo one that Marquez just made a video on, are much more significant than the compromises with foldable phones. Like with that foldable laptop that we saw, when you're actually using it, you need to have like a slide-on keyboard because on-screen keys are a bummer. And the actual size, when it's folded, it makes it like a really mini laptop. Like, I think one of the main uses for laptops now is the productivity aspect of them. So you need like that big screen, like 13-inch minimum, I feel like. And with the current Lenovo one, it's a much smaller screen. Whereas with foldable phones, there are drawbacks as well. I think the biggest one is durability drawbacks. But it seems like it's a lot more there. Like I could actually use a foldable phone on the daily basis, whereas a foldable laptop right now, I just could not use.
I don't know. So for me, like I've never been super into tactile keys. Like there's a lot of people who are very, very into the entire, okay, I need mechanical keyboard. I need like the most clicky mouse possible. I need to have the best everything. Like I'm not super into that. I mean, I'm using a 2018 MacBook Pro. I've had my keyboard replaced twice because it just doesn't work. So I feel no ways about a keyboard being the most tactile thing on earth. Of course, I'd love it to be tactile. But okay, looking back at this, so a while ago, Lenovo sent out to me the Lenovo Yoga, I think the Yoga Tab, Lenovo Yoga, it was Lenovo Yoga something. And it was basically a tablet and laptop combination. So one of them had Microsoft, they had Windows on it, and the other one had Android. And the key feature with both of them was that they both had touchscreen keyboards. Now, this is a while ago, and I remember I liked the keyboard experience, but I didn't like how laggy it was because the technology wasn't there yet. And like typing on my iPad isn't the worst thing in the world. I actually kind of enjoy it because I type even faster on my iPad than I do on my laptop sometimes.
Like, don't get me wrong here. I'm excited about foldable laptops as well. But when I look at like what is going to change the industry more, I just feel like fundamentally foldable phones will change the industry more because phones are getting bigger and bigger every year because people want a bigger screen, right? So the foldable phone is the ultimate bigger screen. We look at when people consume content, like even on our YouTube channel, the majority of people watching our videos are watching on mobile. So having a bigger mobile experience is huge. And then you add the fact that people are also doing a lot more work on their phones, so having a bigger screen is huge. Whereas I feel like for a laptop, having a tablet-laptop combination is just like, it doesn't fundamentally change a part of your day, whereas I feel like a foldable phone really does. Fundamentally changes the amount of devices you need, and it also fundamentally changes how you use your phone.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. So I'd counter that.
Okay.
All right. So we're referring here to the Lenovo X1 Fold, correct?
Yes.
Okay, here's my thought process behind it. As much as, yes, it is a foldable screen and it lowers the amount of screen real estate you have, for myself, someone like me, I use my laptop in more of a desktop position than I do use it as a laptop. So having it just kind of propped up and then having my external keyboard and mouse to do my day-to-day stuff, that's great. So having that screen there kind of works well in that aspect. And when I'm on the go, I'm not really doing anything that really requires such a huge screen real estate. So I'm not too concerned about that. And I understand the entire premise behind keeping your phone and using it for like media consumption and stuff like that. But I feel like with this laptop in specific, well, actually, no, forget about this laptop. Let's talk about just generally folding laptops.
I think we should talk generally because there's a lot of things that like this one does that maybe the other ones won't.
So like this is a new product category. The same way Samsung brought out the Galaxy Fold, and now there's tons of foldables. Lenovo brought this laptop out, and I think there's going to be a ton of other recreations of it. The slide-on keyboard, I don't like.
Okay.
I don't like it. I think it's kind of useless. But the idea of having an on-screen keyboard, I think, could be really, really useful, and honestly, people can get adjusted to it. I don't think it's that far off. Plus, in a situation like me, for example, where you're using a laptop as a, I guess, portable desktop, I think it could be very, very impactful. Or very useful. Tell us, Team Darsh or Team Jacklyn? Yeah. I really, really want to know. I want to know if there's anyone else who's crazy like me out there, because I like some weird stuff in tech.